information we had shared previously about what's going on all this month, as well as at our game on the 22nd. We've got a few speakers here today. We'll share some of their thoughts here at the podium, and afterward, if there's a desire to get some additional comments, we can do that off to the side as well for our members of the media that are present today. And to get things started, I've got Packers President and CEO, Mark Murphy. Mark?
Thank you, Aaron, and thanks to everyone for coming today. I really appreciate it. We're really excited to kick off and announce our Packers versus Cancer campaign. It's officially underway now, and I think most of you are probably aware that we've changed from supporting only breast cancer to a broader support of awareness for all cancers, and we feel this will build on the success of the awareness we had for breast cancer, the programs we've been doing since 2009. We're really proud to expand our cancer awareness initiatives this year to include all forms of cancer. Also pleased, you'll see, we're going to be working with our healthcare partner, great organization here in the community, Bellin Health, on this initiative. Bellin Health will also be sponsoring our Packers versus Cancer game on October 22nd against the New Orleans Saints. That is our only home game in October, kind of a strange schedule. 3 home games in September, 1 in October. And during that game, we'll be honoring cancer survivors on the field and through a variety of game day elements prior to the game and during halftime. Additionally, some of our players will be visiting one of Bellin Health's facilities during the month, this month, spend time with patients that are currently battling cancer. You know, Bellin Health is doing so many great things in the community and in all different areas, but particularly their leadership here in terms of cancer awareness and obviously treatment for cancer is really spectacular. Not only treating and worrying about those who have cancer, but the impact it has on their families. And we're thankful to have their support in this program. We're also proud to be raising funds throughout October to benefit the Vince Lombardi Cancer Foundation. That foundation, fittingly named after our legendary, iconic coach. Foundation aims to fund advancements not only in cancer research, but also compassionate care. And we're very pleased and excited to announce that today our Packers versus Cancer Vince Lombardi hat is now on sale in the Packers Pro Shop. $5 from each hat sold will go directly to the Vince Lombardi Cancer Foundation. And also we're pleased to announce that during this month, fans can also help us raise funds for the Vince Lombardi Cancer Foundation through our Text to Donate effort. We'll be matching, the Packers will match up to $10,000 of the money raised through that campaign. And to participate, fans can donate $10 to the campaign by, Mason, your whole family's here? Is this, got five kids. He went from 3 to 5 quickly. But if our fans want to participate, they can text Packers to 50555 from October 16th through October 22nd. And of course, on game day on October 22nd for the game against the Saints, fans can join us in showing support for those battling cancer. We'll have banners at each gate and markers in the concourse for fans to write the name of someone they know who has been affected by cancer. You know, for an initiative and a program like this, so many different people that we have to thank. Obviously, want to thank Bellin Health and their leadership for their support of this and their partnership with the Packers. Also, the Vince Lombardi Cancer Foundation for their support of this initiative. Also want to thank all of our players. I think many of them are very involved in the community, do all kinds of great things, and often related to cancer awareness. And in particular, you're going to hear from him later, but I do want to give thanks to Mason Crosby and the great work that he's been doing with the Vince Lombardi Cancer Foundation. Also want to recognize Kathy Dworak and our community outreach staff who work each year to help those affected many different ways to help those affected by cancer. Also to our sales team, Craig Benzel and Chad Watson for their work on this, putting this initiative together. And thank you as well to Gabrielle Dow and Peggy Probelski and their teams, including the Packers Pro Shop, for their work on creating this Packers versus Cancer hat. And we're looking forward to for our fans to have this opportunity to be a part of this Packers versus Cancer initiative. And we're hoping to see a lot of our fans proudly wearing the Vince Lombardi hat and showing their support for those affected by cancer. To explain a little more about this campaign and the hat that is now officially today on sale for the first time, I want to turn your attention to the television screen here to see our PSA as well as the Pro Shop commercial about the initiative now airing.
Winning isn't everything. It's the only thing. Obstacles are what you see when you take your eyes off of the goal. You don't do things right once in a while. You do them right all the time.
Vince Lombardi was never one to lose a battle. To honor his legacy, we're joining the fight. For every hat purchased, we will donate $5 to the Vince Lombardi Cancer Foundation, only at the Packers Pro Shop. Pride, passion, Pro Shop.
Hi, I'm Mason Crosby. You can help kick cancer by purchasing a Packers vs. Cancer hat. $5 of every hat purchased goes to the Vince Lombardi Cancer Foundation.
Thank you, Mark, and thanks to our team that helped put together both that commercial and the public service announcement that featured Mason Crosby, from whom we'll hear shortly. But first, I want to introduce Jen McDonald. She's the Director of Oncology at Bellin Health. Jen's going to talk a little bit more about Bellin and their role in Packers vs. Cancer. Jen.
Thank you, Aaron. As Mark mentioned, Bellin Health and the cancer team are honored to be a part of this terrific initiative. As Bellin Health's Director of Oncology and Hematology, I have the privilege of leading a fantastic team every day that provides great, compassionate care to our patients. We are truly excited to be a part of this. You know, it takes more than medicine to beat cancer. It takes a team, and I believe that's what we are here today. Public awareness of screenings which lead to early detection is the first step. Funding for advances in medicine and clinical research is the next. And really access to high quality care. So I think that we've got that all covered. Since we announced the Packers vs. Cancer campaign, we've seen an increase in patients scheduling their screening appointments at Bellin Health. We hope that with our efforts this month, we can drive awareness to an all-time high. Every ounce of support provided to help cancer patients in their fight is appreciated. And our Packers fans can be an integral part of this initiative through the Vince Lombardi hat sales and the Text to Donate program that Mark mentioned. We hope to see fans and members of the community proudly wearing these hats to demonstrate their support. At the Packers Saints game on October 22nd, we'll be honoring all types of cancers. At this game, you'll see our Bellin Health patients, our cancer survivors, on the sidelines and on the field before the game and at halftime, helping rally our fans behind the cause. These brave individuals, along with countless others, are the reason we are fighting. Our cancer patients like to say that they are survivors beginning with the day of diagnosis, and I can't think of a better way to honor that. On behalf of Bellin Health, thank you to the Packers and the Vince Lombardi Cancer Foundation for allowing us to be part of this initiative. Thank you.
Thank you, Jen. Next up from the Vince Lombardi Cancer Foundation, we've got Ben Haas. He's the president-elect. Ben?
Good morning. Thanks, Aaron, and certainly thank you to the Green Bay Packers as well as Bellin Health. I mean, what we're doing with this campaign, we certainly couldn't do without you guys. Coach Lombardi was only 57 years old when he died from colon cancer in 1970. His legacy helped support new advancements in treating, caring, and ultimately finding a cure for cancer. Almost 47 years ago, the Vince Lombardi Cancer Foundation formed and began to focus money and raising awareness to help people in the fight against cancer. To date, we've donated over $19 million. Today, our foundation continues its mission to raise funds that advance cancer research, technologies, and care for people in our communities. Coach Lombardi believed in the importance of working together as a team, and that translates into our philosophy as an organization. This campaign certainly reflects that. Once again, thank you to the Packers and Bellin Health for their support with this, and certainly a huge thank you to Mason, not just you, but your family as well. You guys have been involved with the Vince Lombardi Cancer Foundation for many years, and certainly appreciate your support with the campaign. Thank you.
Thank you, Ben. And lastly, but not certainly least, but we've got Packers kicker Mason Crosby, who's going to share his connection to the effort. And he's got some family members who are going to join him as well. Mason.
All right, thank you, Aaron. And thanks everyone with the Packers and Bellin Health and the Vince Lombardi Cancer Foundation. I made this a little less formal with my kids apparently, but yeah, so obviously we've all been touched by cancer, and everyone in our lives at some point we've all had someone, known someone, family, friend who has been touched by cancer. And through this initiative, through Packers vs. Cancer, we have an opportunity to raise funds, raise awareness to fight this horrible disease. This my family, my life has been touched by cancer many times, but last year, my 27-year-old sister-in-law was diagnosed with ovarian cancer. And through that period of time, I reached out to Ben. He was able to give me information, try to find ways to fight it. Through things like this, we're able to raise money and fight the disease that I've obviously been affected by, my family's been affected by this past year, and so, this is extremely important. So as everyone touched on, Packers fans would love if y'all would join in this October and for our game against the Saints, help raise money, text for the donation, buy the hats, really get involved, because we are all affected by this, and it's something that doesn't leave any of us alone. So through the Lombardi Foundation, they find ways. They're not just finding ways to raising awareness, doing that. They are actually doing initiatives to fight this horrible disease. So once again, thank you for the Packers for partnering and joining with the Vince Lombardi Cancer Foundation. Thank you to Bellin Health for all that they do to fight this horrible disease, and thank you all for helping spread the word and be a part of this. So really appreciate your time.
Well, thank you, Mason. Thanks to our other speakers. And thank you to Mason's support team that's here today. We'd like to invite our speakers up, and we've got some hats. We're just going to have everyone pose for a photo with the caps that are, as mentioned, now available in the Pro Shop as well as online.
We already have a few.
Brian, you good? Everyone good? Girls want to say something? All right. The young ladies will be available for interviews afterwards. All right. Well, again, thanks everyone for taking the time to come out today and spreading the word about Packers versus Cancer Month. We appreciate your time. Enjoy the rest of the day.